Well, hi there. Welcome to the 32nd episode. I still look the same as in the past two episodes. It's because it's still the same day. It's still Sunday. I have some time to kill. Originally, I wanted to make this an Assetto Corsa special covering a lot of different ground, but it's not going to happen because my wheel just broke down. Luckily, I do have plenty of video footage that I already filmed. Now, on this episode, I'm basically just going to show you a bunch of different videos. And before I do that, I just want to mention, really try and watch this episode on a computer. Do not watch this on a cell phone. Max up the resolution, go to 1080p settings on YouTube and crank up the volume, because I tried so hard to give you this best possible quality so you can feel and see the immersion that I'm trying to create for you guys. And I think it's proper. You should feel like you were there with me during those races. The first video is 6 minutes long. So yeah, crank up the volume, crank up the quality, and I think you will enjoy that. We'll be right back. you impressed? I gotta tell you, like, I gotta say, I'm pretty proud to, you know, being able to capture these moments, because it's one thing to get the simulator done, like get everything to work, but it's also a huge obstacle, you know, to capture that moment with the camera, because you know, everything is moving, the room is too dark, the sound and the simulator, and it's just it's a pain, but we figured it out, and the sound is now coming directly from the GoPro, like from the sound card to the GoPro. It's linked directly to the sound card, so you do not hear any of the environment in the living room, including of course the simulator, the transducers and everything. Yeah, the GoPro has been also tuned again just to capture the dark spots. I mean, I think it turned out quite nicely. The cockpit is still very dark, but you can still see me shifting, see the silhouette of the wheel somewhat, and yeah, it's turning out pretty good, I think. Now, moving on to another video, which is a BMW M3 GT2, which I think is currently one of the best cars, if not the best. Like, I don't know, I haven't tried them all, but from what I noticed is that the GT2 class cars are currently, like, for some reason, I think that they handle better. The brakes and everything, like the Ferrari 458, the brakes are almost non-existent to me. I don't know what I have to do to get this right, but yeah, it didn't work out for me. So the M3 GT2 works really well, but as said, my wheel kind of still, even at that point, I think it was already screwed up. I'm trying to, I guess, to make some excuses for my driving. It's not the best. Keep in mind, I just returned back to Assetto Corsa after a couple of months, so yeah, not really used to it. The settings are still not there yet, but I'm trying my best, so give me a break. Yeah, did I want to mention something else? Oh yeah, one tiny little thing. It's a head cam now, so you have the point of view directly as I would be seeing it, with the exception that I'm using a super wide lens on the GoPro settings. So what I'm seeing is much closer to me, and I do not see anything I see my screen, and I don't really see anything beyond that. You guys may see the endings of the screens on you know, left and right side. It's because of the super wide lens. So take a look. a few. I think it turned out also pretty well. Before we move on to the next video, which is a Ferrari, I kind of want to mention that the AI in this game is crazy. They are on crack. There was one race with the M3 class which I had to start literally more than 20 times. They kept crashing into me. It was not even funny. Not like bumping just a little bit like I do it, but like literally going for it. And there's one guy that stood out completely. It's the M3, the black M3 with like red stripes. That AI character is something. He had something. He had a personal vendetta against me. I swear to God. Every single time he kept dragging me off the track, no matter where. If he is, in front of me, he kept slamming the brakes like if it was the last time. If he is in the back of me, he accelerated and crashed into me like fully on, like full power. So with that said, I just don't see how the AI is apparently like the best, because again, there's many people that say that the AI of Assetto Corsa is like the best on the market right now, and I don't want to trash talk it, because I know like Assetto Corsa is working on it, and I'm sure they will improve it. But to say that it's the best, it's not. It's the worst if it is. For me, that's my experience. And so yeah. With that said, try and have a look on the Ferrari. It's different angle again. I don't know, but bottom line is that there is a tiny embarrassing moment right at the beginning of the race, and yeah, it happened. Problem is that I can't reshoot it again because my wheel is broken, so I can't reshoot that, and I only have that one video, so I'm gonna have to use that video, which I really don't want to show you, but I will since I'm forced to use that. But yeah, I do not want to ever talk about this again. It's really embarrassing, so take a look. very difficult to handle. The car itself handles fantastically. It's the handling, like the wheel, the pedals, the brakes, I mean, work really great. Like it works out beautifully. But don't confuse it with the car not trying to kill you every single second of the race. Like it's insane. It's so powerful, and I love everything about that Ferrari. The sound, the cockpit interior, it looks fantastic. So it's a blast to drive that car, but it's just trying to kill you every single second of the race. So I have another video of the camera mounted on top of the simulator, just so you can see the movement of the rig itself, because that's actually a lot different than what you have seen on the videos before. Because once you sit inside, your body absorbs some of the movement, and it actually feels also a little bit different than what you would anticipate when just watching the rig itself. So the movement is much more dramatic, like there's a lot of more movement happening. So yeah, just take a look at this. It's a pretty short video actually, because I ran out of battery on the GoPro during that film. Outside view of the simulator. Nothing special and way too short. I know, as said, I ran out of battery. I'm sure it will come back in another episode. Now I have one more video. I don't know if you care to watch it or not. I mean, I think it's pretty enjoyable to watch it, right? It's the Ferrari from before again, but this time with a point of view camera, so directly to what I'm seeing, more or less. I think it's a different lens now, like different lens mode. It's not super wide now, it's narrow or middle wide lens, something like that. So take a look at that if you like. was the final video. Did you notice that my wheel like broke down? Like, did you see like that there's no LEDs movement anymore? There's no rev counter, no speed counter, nothing. So yeah, that's the last video that I had. Well, what can I tell you? I don't know. I love Assetto Corsa. Like, I just moved back to that game and it's insanely good. It's there's so many details that when you look at them, like they just make sense, and this whole experience is just it's I'm grateful to Kunos. So kudos to Kunos. You know, it's little things like notice that in the beginning of each race there's plenty of time before the race actually starts, and I love that because it's made for a reason. It's made for that purpose, that you can, you know, get on your gloves, put on the wheel, everything in order, like adjust your mic or whatever you're doing before a race. They just give you this a little bit time to prepare yourself, and I think that's something, you know, one can appreciate. At least I appreciate that. And the sound engine, like it's insane. It's so good. Like, I do not know any other game that has this kind of details. Like, everything that you hear in you just listen to it. Like, watch the videos again and listen to the stuff that's going on. It's insane. So yeah, there, of course, I mean, I could you know, talk a little bit about the negative sides of Assetto Corsa, but then again, it's not really fair because it's a beta. So, you know, we need to judge the final product, and there won't be much to judge. I mean, the beta alone looks better than anything else that's out right now, and it handles better, and it sounds better, and it's crazy good. So some of the negative things I want to mention, again, they will of course fix it, but handbrake doesn't work. You cannot program an analog handbrake. It only works with buttons, and so many people have asked them to get that, you know, into an update, and they never did. I don't know why. They sure have a reason, some problems or whatnot, I don't know. But yeah, handbrake doesn't work, therefore you can't really drift, and so I'm sure we'll get there. Another thing is that what I don't like is you can't program anything yet. Like, the entire button box I have, it recognizes it, but there is no functions to assign to this button box. Like, there's no engine start button or something, like, you know, to program it to at least, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid and I didn't find it, but from what I saw, I didn't find anything that you can map to a button box yet. Again, it's a beta. They will, I'm sure, get there. Another thing, well, I mentioned the AI is trying to permanently kill me all the time, but they will work on that too. You know, it's pointless to discuss this right at this point. It's just not there yet. One thing I want to mention though is that Assetto Corsa is trying to accomplish something that no one else did yet, and that's scanning the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. If they get that done, that will be insane, because no one, not even iRacing, could afford to do the Nordschleife Nürburgring. It will cost an insane amount of money to scan the Nordschleife. But apparently Assetto Corsa is working to get that done, and you know, do whatever you can to support the community. And they launched a pre-sale for the Nordschleife. So, you know, if you have the money, buy it. Try and support them. Try, you know, really try to help them out, because I think that is something, you know, no one else will give that to us. So it's worth, it means a lot. It means a lot to me, and I hope it means a lot to you. And yeah, it's really late here. I don't want to talk much more than needed. I hope you enjoyed the videos. I hope that you will share them. I hope that you will click the like button. This is the least you can do for me, because it's good for, you know, YouTube monetizes like everything that's going on. So every time you hit a like or even a dislike button, it shows that Something is happening on my channel. And we need to get to 1,000 subscribers. From that point on, YouTube will promote my videos for free. But until I have 1,000 subscribers, and we're halfway there. So yeah, share it and visit me on Facebook. Visit us actually on Facebook, because it's a community thing here. So Facebook, Sig Games Entertainment. Subscribe there and here on YouTube, and I'll see you probably not all too soon, because I need to send in my Fan Attack wheel. So yeah, take care.